Hello, my name is Ricardo, and I'm currently a senior studying computer science and entrepreneurship and management at Johns Hopkins University. But for now, that's not really that important. One of the things that I want to talk about today is actually external NVMe drives. And the reason for this is I've been constantly running out of storage. As you can see, I have my beautiful desktop over here running in the background. Currently, I have like 2 terabytes, 2 and something terabytes in there. But I've came across various situations where I need a little bit more storage for either general video editing or just carrying files around. Not only do I have my desktop, but I'm also usually carrying around a laptop, which is my main form of computing when like I'm on campus and doing stuff. And sometimes, for example, when I would go back to South Carolina for break, be it spring break, winter break, or potentially Thanksgiving, I would have to like re-download all of my games, right? So all the Steam libraries, potentially all the projects that I've been working on, I would either have to like put them up in the cloud and then download them back onto my main computer, which I would be using at the time. In that case, it would have been my laptop, and that's all great and fine. But sometimes when you have like horrible internet, that might not necessarily be the best outcome or the best scenario. So, and it can take a while to download a lot of the things, especially if you're like trying to play very heavy games. I've been into Forza a lot, so imagine trying to download like 100 gigs worth of a game in on really crappy internet. It's not the best. So I looked into various things of what I could do, and I stumbled upon a very popular option that is external NVMe SSDs. Now we all know the other types of like SSDs or portable external SSDs that there are out there, like the Samsung like T7 and stuff like that. But I wanted something that would allow me to get a little bit more flexibility, right? And the reason for this is because compared to those regular, Samsung external hard drives or external SSDs that exist out there, you can do one of the things that I did, which I researched before doing it, by the way, which is getting a regular, NVMe SSD. In this case, I got a Next Storage 2 terabyte SSD, which originally it's actually designed for PS5s, at least from what I saw on the listing on Newegg. And it actually, the version that I got actually came with a nifty little. Let me see if I can get it real quick. But it came in this neat little package right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. It came with this neat little package that actually included a heat block. So I don't know if you guys can see, but this little like heat block, this is the thing that basically, because this was a PCIe Gen 4 drive, that means that it's very fast, which is amazing because compared to a lot of the other like drives that you get from like Samsung, this one is actually going to be a little bit faster. And it came with this heat dissipator, so in case you wanted to put it on like a regular desktop, you can also do that because a lot of motherboards nowadays have like slots where you can put really fast NVMe storage drives, which is really nice. But what I decided to do is I decided to get this, I believe it's called like SSK enclosure. And so I went ahead and bought it, which is this thing right here. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, over here. Yeah. So, it's this nifty little package. It's about the size of like a USB-C hub, if you've ever seen them. So it's around the same size. But the cool thing is that you can deck it out with like whatever memory you want, as long as it's like NVMe. And the speeds are actually like extremely fast compared to like this other Samsung T7, I'm pretty sure, that I'm using for just like projects for a club I'm in. And so yeah, I have like nothing but good things to say so far. I've been using it and it's been working pretty well. The main reason why I wanted this is again just to travel, because I had like projects or local things. I've been using Obsidian as well, which is a pretty cool like markdown text editor which I use to take notes in. But I don't have like a cloud storage solution to be able to transfer files between like my desktop and my laptop. So in this case, I just like use the Vault or like folders that I put all the notes into this little nifty little thing, and then I can just transfer it back and forth between those two devices really quickly. It connects via a USB-C cable. And the cables actually come with the enclosure themselves. So I got like a regular USB-C to USB-C and a USB-A to USB-C cable. And the cool thing is that, you can put whatever memory you want. I put a 2 terabyte drive in there, which is really nice. You can put like a 3 terabyte, 4 terabyte, whatever you need. You can make it as small, as big as you want. There's various like notches. The one thing I did have trouble with, and I don't know if this was like just a Next Storage problem that I did have, but whenever I tried to put it in here, it would not fit. And I had to use a little knife I don't have it with me at the moment, but I had to use like just a tiny little pocket knife to carve a little bit of the plastic. There was like a little retaining arm that would basically push the drive up so that it would make contact with the what I'm guessing is aluminum or some type of like alloy piece over here, which, you know, this thing actually gets kind of hot, but you know, that's a good thing, right? Because we want the drive to be able to effectively and efficiently dissipate heat. So that's maybe one of the things to consider, is that this thing might get a little bit hot, but again, the speeds on this are amazing. So if you want to play games off of this and use it like an external game drive that you're just like piggybacking back and forth between devices, that's really good. If you want to use it for like class, and the cool thing, like I said, is that maybe, you know, you put a really good drive in here, and maybe, well, one day you just want to like swap it out with the drive that you have on your desktop. You can totally do that. You can undo it. There's like a tiny little screw at the end. I don't know if you can tell. There's like a tiny little screw there in the middle that you just undo that. You can just slide the thing back and forth. I have a video, and this is probably playing as I'm saying this. But yeah, it's like fairly easy and simple to get this thing working. And it was also fairly cheap. I think I got it off of Amazon for like maybe around 20 bucks. The drive I got from Newegg, I got for like 135. And then, you know, PCIe Gen 4 NVMe drive, 2 terabytes, like $130 was really good. So also obviously take advantage of the fact that a lot of, you know, NVMe drives or just like solid state drives right now have been extremely cheap. So in my personal opinion, I would say like go ahead and, you know, use whatever you have. If you're able to cop like a 1 terabyte drive, that would be great. If you can cop something that's a little bit higher, like 2, maybe 4 terabytes, that's also great. So see what's in your budget. Be aware that maybe whenever you try and put this thing together, it might not necessarily work at first. Maybe you will have to shave a little bit of that plastic off so you're able to get things going. But, you know, if you're able to get things inside to get things working, you know, this is honestly like a pretty good value. So all in all, this was maybe like around 150 bucks. But I have 2 terabytes of very safe, very sturdy storage, which is extremely fast compared to like a lot of the external drives that they're out there. And on top of that, if I ever want to, I can just take the drive off from here and put it in my regular desktop and put another drive in, you know, a smaller one or one that I don't really care about as much. So you have that flexibility, which is really nice, which is something that you might not necessarily get with like a Samsung external drive. So yeah, this is just like a quick update. Just wanted to bring and highlight this little nifty device that I saw to you guys. If my eyes are sort of wandering, I'm looking at the screen of the camera, so sorry about that. But yeah, so hopefully you found this video useful. And again, I'll throughout this, there'll probably be a video of like me setting it up and everything, so you can kind of get the struggle a little bit. I did struggle for it, but in the end, it was fine, and I kind of highly recommend it. I'll also maybe try and put it in the description of the video so you guys can check out both like the actual storage that I used as well as the enclosure that I used. So yeah, it was just again a quick update. I have more videos coming, but yeah, maybe you were interested in a little bit of tech things, and maybe it's something that you might want to use. You know, USB Type-C works on, I'm assuming nowadays, most laptops, Apple, you know, regular Windows laptops, Linux even. So yeah, check it out if you want to, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.